Good morning. It's not sad. It's not over yet. We have a little bit of time. But I really just want to talk about it, clear it up a little bit with you guys on what is going on with the Banshee SS. I've got some of mine from my collection here, all four versions. Original, AL7, 6061 brass, and then one of the 7075 brass, and we will get to that as well. So, the Banshee SS, it's been around for a while. It's kind of our flagship bimetal, and we made it. It was awesome. Started to ramp up production. Still awesome. But that's what last year was all about for G2. And I don't want to get into it with all the other models. I want to stick with the Banshee SS for this, so it's short, concise, and just information on that. But 2022, we are going to be moving things out of the rotation and moving new things in. We can only have focus on so many things at a time. We only have so much room in this small office. Yeah, it looks big because we do a lot of different stuff in here, right? Different angles, but it's not. So I only have so much space, so much capital to work with, so many models that can be running at one time. So yes, the Banshee SS retirement is on its way in 2020. Kind of, not really, starting with this Hulk. So the Hulk is going to be the last of the 6061 purple rim Banshee SS, but there is one more purple rim SS. It's going to be the AL7 version, and that will be the last of the AL7 Banshee SS. And then later this summer into fall, we will have one more color of the OG SS to retire it and send it on its way. So that's where we're at right now with the retirement and releases. There's one more thing in here that I didn't mention for a release. There was 4 colors of this guy. The 7075 brass SS, the 67 grams of just pure momentum and speed and power. That was Patreon exclusive for 3 colors. We've got 1 colorway that will hit the store. So recap, you've got Hulk, AL7 purple rim, retirement OG, and 1 7075 brass. So basically you've got 4 more drops, including the Hulk of the Banshee SS before it is retired and on its way to the promised land, I suppose. Let's just do a quick recap for each. So the original 6061 body, stainless steel rim. It's usually right around 64.5 grams. Each run is a little bit different, and even inside the run you can have like plus or minus 0.1 gram. Then each run is different, plus or minus 0.2-ish. Just kind of part of the tolerances with the materials doesn't fully register to me just because these parts are so precision machined. But the aluminum bars are just a little bit different every single time. So there's some weight variations, but original 64.5 grams. Then that brings you to the AL7 version with the SS rims. Those usually run right around 65 grams. Up into the big boy 6061 with brass. He bumps you all the way up to 66, so there's kind of a bigger jump there. And then the biggest jump overall to 67.25 on the 7075 and brass rimmed Banshee SS. Those are the 4 different versions. The easiest way to tell what version something is, if you don't have the box, for the most part we did some AL7 boxes, but that's still not going to tell you if you have gold rims or brass. So go to the G2 Drops page on Instagram, look for your Banshee SS, and you'll be able to tell what kind it is, whether it's original, 7068, brass rim or gold rim. All those specs will be on there. It's kind of our spot, like our museum right now. It doesn't even need to be a drops page anymore. It's just kind of like the G2 museum online until we get a website up and running, the G2 museum. But yes, that's it. That's what I've got for you. I just wanted to give you out in the open the plans for the Banshee SS for us, and there they are. So hopefully you do appreciate each one, or you've nailed down which one is your favorite of the group. I usually gravitate toward the AL7 original, but it really just depends on my mood because they all play differently. You could do the blind test, and that's a great idea. Categorizing this away for a future video, blind test where you guess what version it is, just to, I guess, suppose, do the test of do things play differently, or is it placebo? Because you know it's different. But no, you can definitely tell the difference. I can tell the difference especially when you play them back to back. They each have their own little differences that you can feel when you are zipping them around the string. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. That's the Banshee SS plans for you. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer it, because I do know that a lot of people are curious about this and what the drop schedule is like. So there it is. Small amount left coming, but it's run its course, so we need to move some new stuff in. And it's been good. Doesn't mean we won't revisit a Banshee SS in the future, but for now, this design's done. If we updated it, it would be like the Banshee SS 23 or whatever. Kind of like how we're doing the Banshee 22 this year and phasing out the 18. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place.